Hey everybody, it's Patrick. It's Tuesday, and Tuesdays are days when I talk about having long hair as a man. So here I am talking about long hair as a man. If you saw the tail go by, Gracie had joined me for a minute, but now she's already bored. She's not one for filming. Just a personal note, a couple of people asked me about the comment I made last week about having to go in for an MRI. Yes, I did go in for the MRI. It was a very interesting experience because it was on my head. They actually had to restrain my head. So they put this sort of helmet over your head and put some pads next to your face. And it's just really freaky if you're a little bit claustrophobic like I am. But the good news is that there is nothing too worrisome about what's going on with the issues I've been having on one side of my face. There's no sign of MS or tumor or anything like that, which was the main worry. Basically what's going on with me is that I'm having some numbness and some odd sensations on one side of my face. It's something called trigeminal neuralgia. It's basically there's a nerve in around the back of your head called the trigeminal nerve, and sometimes it can get damaged or there can be problems with it, and when that happens it misinterprets what happens when sensation happens to your face. So if you're eating, or if a wind blows on your face, or if you're in the shower, which is the thing that happens with me a lot, it can make the brain, the nerve sends the wrong signal to your brain, and your brain thinks that you're experiencing some sort of trauma, or it can feel hot or cold, which is what I was feeling. I was feeling hot and then cold and then numb, and then occasionally these flashes of what felt like static electricity. So that is something that can be dealt with medication, which I am currently taking. Take a little while to see if it will actually take effect, but I am very hopeful that this issue won't get any worse. If you look up that the trigeminal neuralgia, it can get very bad. It can be extremely painful for some people. Luckily, that hasn't happened to me yet, and I'm hoping it won't. So that's just because people were asking, and in case somebody else asks, that's what's going on. But it's all being taken care of, and like I said, it's nothing too worrisome from a health perspective now, which is great. Today, I thought that I would cover two questions that I continue to get. I've answered these. I don't think that I've formally answered them by themselves in a video by themselves. And because I get asked these questions by new people growing their hair so much, I thought that I would cover both of them today. And then that way, if someone's searching for it, it will be in the title and it'll be right there. And those two questions are, I'm starting to grow my hair. Should I cut it? Or how often should I cut it? And the other one is, how do I get through the awkward stage? So I'll cover the first one. So I think that opinions really differ on how often you should cut your hair. I think that if you are just starting to grow your hair and you are in the first, say, 6 months to 9 months of growing your hair, especially if you're growing it from a buzz cut or a very short men's hairstyle, I'm of the opinion, personally, not as any expert or anything, but as somebody who has a lot of hair, that it's counterproductive to go get your hair trimmed. I've covered in another video that your hair grows, an average person's hair grows at about ½ an inch a month. Any good stylist can do a trim of your split ends that will take off as little hair as possible, especially if you tell them that you are growing your hair, but they're still going to remove probably about ¼ inch to ½ inch, depending on how much they think you need to remove in order to keep it healthy. And that's a lot of growth for the first 3 months, 6 months, even 9 months. You know, 6 months of growing will be 3 inches, whatever 3 inches is. It's not a lot of, not a whole bunch of length. That amount of growth, if you get it cut, you'll start to worry that you're not growing your hair fast enough. I hear that all the time from guys too. Oh my God, my hair doesn't grow as fast as everybody else's. And then they'll suddenly realize, oh my God, it's been growing all along, because you don't see it when you see yourself in the mirror every single day. So my opinion is if you are under 9 months, and especially if you're under 6 months of growing your hair out, just leave it alone. The amount of damage that's going to happen to your hair, unless you're washing it with really caustic shampoos or washing it every day, or you happen to be in an environment that really fries your hair, I think that you'll be fine. I think that the split ends can be taken care of after 6 months, after 9 months. So make sure that that is something, you know, you want to keep track of it. But just to answer that question, my opinion is don't get it cut for at least the first 6 months and see how it goes. And that kind of goes into the next question that I get asked all the time, which is, I'm in the awkward stage. And for every guy that asks me that, it's a completely different stage of growing. Some guys think that they're in the awkward stage like 2 weeks after they got their last haircut, or 2 weeks after they skipped their last haircut. And some guys think 6 months into it or a year into it that they're still in that awkward stage. I hate the term awkward stage because to me, it makes me think that you're, I don't know, a baby deer growing up and your legs just don't work and, you know, you're all awkward, or like you're, or, you know, like you have, I don't know, a headpiece retainer and acne and everything. And if you have a headpiece retainer and acne and you're watching this video, you're not awkward either. You're just making yourself better. So, but how do you get through the awkward stage? And I did some product stuff. One of my earlier videos was about the products you can use. You can use gels, you can use pomades, you can use all sorts of different things, to get waxes to keep your hair in place. But I really want to underscore the idea of embracing where you are right now. And I was thinking about this all day today as I was thinking about, you know, what I was going to film. And I really do think that if you don't enjoy your hair while you're growing it out, you're not going to enjoy your hair when it gets to the length you think you want. And by that I mean, I think that guys who are used to having short hair their whole lives are not used to the fact that it can be a lot of work to put it into the style you want. You know, if you're used to having a buzz cut, or like I had finger length up on top, which is like, you know, 2 fingers long up on top that just I could part on the side. I wasn't, you know, I did not know what to do with my hair most of the time, but trying to get through it, trying to gut it out, that just leads you to thinking that there's some sort of goal at the end when you're growing out your hair. And I don't think that the experience of having long hair is all that different from growing long hair. My hair takes a lot longer to deal with because it takes a lot of time to wash it. It takes a lot of time to dry it. I spend more time fussing with my hair throughout the day because it is, it's always blowing away. It's always getting in my face. It gets caught on things. This afternoon I came home from work and I had my laptop bag, and all of this hair right under here, like all of this was just caught in something, like the buckle on that, and that was just driving me insane. I've got my hair caught in car doors. You eat your hair and it never looks exactly like you would expect it to. I tend to be able to tame it down for these videos and for pictures, and that's basically it. Most of the rest of the day, it's just like it does whatever it wants to do. So it's not going to be this picture perfect look that you're looking for. So embrace the growing stages, because you may find that one of those middle stages, like when your hair is down to here or when your hair is down to your chin, might be the length that you want it, you know, for the long term. You may want long hair for forever. You may have a goal of growing this just to see if you can do it, which is fine. But if you are not enjoying the process, then you're not really going to enjoy the result, I don't think. So anyway, I hope this answers that question for guys who may be new to this, new to growing out your hair, and just maybe did a YouTube search for this, you know, how do I get through the awkward stage, or, you know, how often should I cut my hair? I still will probably get the question. I don't mind questions at all. If you do have questions about growing out your hair, be fine. Put them in the comment box below. I'm more than happy to try to answer questions. I may try to do a Q&A kind of thing sometime soon, especially as I reach the end of 2 years of growing out my hair. So maybe some sort of, I don't know, you know, just like I said, a Q&A. I'm here every Tuesday and I talk about growing out long hair. I also have a couple of other things that go on this channel. On Thursdays, I upload a 3-ingredient recipe, and we're doing a couple of things for Thanksgiving over the next 2 weeks, so that'll be fun. And then in the weekends, my cat George comes in and talks about good self-esteem, which is about as weird as you would think it would be. So if you like this channel, be sure to subscribe to it. Like I said, you can comment below. I love to read comments. I love it when people who have been watching this channel that haven't introduced themselves say hi to me. That's great. Liking it also really helps other people find these videos, especially if it's information that they're searching for. Likes make the search results, make these videos show up for search results. I'm talking too much. Have yourself a great week. I will see you next week or next time you visit my channel. Thanks.